John Paul II, during his pontificate, canonized 483 saints. On Mercy Sunday in the coming year, he will be proclaimed Saint John Paul II. He certainly should also be called Saint John Paul the Great. At the end of his inaugural Mass as Supreme Pontiff, John Paul II marched to the very edge of the sanctuary platform before the assembled multitudes, facing out to St. Peter's Square, facing out to the city of Rome, and really facing out to the entire world. He lifted high the image of the crucified, affixed to his pastoral staff. In the name of God, the Holy Father admonished the entire church. Be not afraid. Open your doors wide to Christ. In his many and extraordinary evangelical visits around the world, actually to 129 different nations, beginning with his visit to Mexico, and to the glorious shrine of Our Lady of Guadalupe, John Paul II preached the gospel, confronted evil, reaffirmed Roman Catholic tradition, comforted the sick, encouraged priests and religious. In his first pastoral visit back to Poland, his inspiring presence and unshakable faith began a process that would change world history. The commissars of Warsaw and Moscow began to tremble in terror as God's people found the confidence to rise up in faith. The Pope was never afraid to challenge any wicked government, the mafia, drug lords, and all those who exploited the poor and the weak. Once preaching to the Catholics of America, he used these bold words, which perhaps ring even more true today. We are now facing the final confrontation between the church and the anti-church, between the gospel and the anti-gospel, between Christ and the Antichrist. This confrontation lies within the plans of divine providence. It is therefore a part of God's plan, and it must be a trial which the church must take up and face courageously. So in this life, may we all strive with renewed commitment and energy to imitate the unwavering faith, the intense love, the generous service of John Paul II, the great confessor of our faith. Because like John Paul, we too are all called to be saints. That is, men and women who know the Lord, whose lives have been purchased by the blood of the Lamb, people born again in this life through God's great love and mercy, and called in the world to come to the bliss and the beatific vision of seeing our good God face to face. That is our Christian vocation. That is our eternal destiny in grace. So as we honor John Paul's heroic witness and reverence his holy relic, let us ask him to pray with us and for us. John Paul II, faithful son of Poland, faithful priest and faithful bishop, faithful pope and faithful confessor, pray for us.